This is 7 National News, and in our top story, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, was briefed on the implementation of the project to construct Al Wasl Plaza, which is the central hub of the Expo 2020 site. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed was accompanied by His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai, and His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Saeed Al Maktoum, the chairman of the Expo 2020 Dubai Hire Committee. The ruler of Dubai was briefed on the Al Wasl Plaza project, which is a unique open space at the heart of the 4.38 square kilometre Expo site in Dubai South, and will connect the main sections of the site at the Expo 2020 event. Work on the Al Wasl Plaza project is due to start in the coming months and is expected to be completed by the end of 2019. Al Wasl Plaza is the last major design element of the Expo site to be announced. The plaza has been designed to host experiences of all sizes and purposes, including a small event or a large gathering of up to 10,000 people. Dubai Expo 2020 is expected to see 25 million visitors from the UAE and across the world over a period of 6 months from the 20th of October 2020, and it will end on the 10th of April 2021. The UAE has pledged 250 million dirhams to support Syrian people, as announced by Dr. Maitha bin Salem Al-Shamsi, the Minister of State, who is currently at the Brussels conference on supporting the future of Syria and the region. Dr. Maitha stated that the UAE's latest donation will be used to support education for refugees, to empower them to find jobs. She said through a statement that the difficult humanitarian conditions remain a concern for the UAE, and the country is providing relief and humanitarian aid and exerting political and diplomatic efforts aimed at bringing conflict to an end. She added that the UAE is also supporting internally displaced people inside of Syria through the Syria Recovery Trust Fund in cooperation with the US and Germany, as well as Syrian refugees hosted by neighbouring countries of Jordan, Lebanon, Iraq, as well as Greece and Egypt. She noted that the UAE has also pledged to host 15,000 Syrian refugees over the next 5 years. It was highlighted that the situation requires combined international efforts towards quick solutions to crises in the region and the conflict in Syria in particular, while doubling the relief and humanitarian efforts to support these refugees and displaced people. The Abu Dhabi Executive Council has approved 74 million dirhams worth of infrastructure projects to help support the growth and sustainability needs of the region. The committee approved irrigation, light and landscape works for roads on Yas Island at a cost of 13.2 million dirhams, and Al Ain 11.3 million dirhams, and along the Abu Dhabi Shwayhan motorway at 10.2 million. The construction of 23 kilometres of bike track in the Al Bateen area of Al Ain was also approved at a cost of 17 million dirhams, stretching across 23 kilometres. The committee then approved two projects for Al Murfa City in the Al Dhafra region, a 9.3 million dirham water pipeline connected to a production plant, and the transport of equipment from the city's old power station to its new one at a cost of 2.5 million. Sharjah Police have announced that they confiscated 368 vehicles for reckless driving in the first 3 months of the year, averaging 120 cars per month. It was revealed that the majority of dangerous drivers were caught racing on the main roads and were confiscated as a part of the Emirates campaign to prevent stunt driving. The figures come as the Ministry of Interior looks to implement a draft law on traffic regulations and penalties, which states that reckless driving will see a fine of 2,000 dirhams, 23 black points, and impoundment for 60 days. The same punishment and fine will also be applied to drivers who endanger the lives of others. It was noted that reckless driving will also apply to buggy drivers, who will see a 3,000 dirham fine and impoundment for 3 months. And over in Ras Al Khaimah, the police have impounded 337 motorbikes in just 2 weeks for breaking traffic rules. Colonel Ali Saeed Al-Alkim, the Director of Traffic and Patrols Department within RAK Police, said that the motorbikes seized were mostly at night, speeding through city streets and leaving behind deafening, unnecessary noise. Colonel Al-Kim said that the inspections raid will continue year-round, covering all areas of RAK to stop dangerous drivers. As the demand for luxury and handcrafted jewellery items is strong here in the UAE and the Middle East region, the 42nd edition of Middle East Watches and Jewellery Show over in Sharjah is playing host to a number of leading luxury watchmakers and jewellery traders from various countries, including India, Italy and Hong Kong. Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah bin Sultan Al Kazmi, the chairman of Seaports and Customs Department of Sharjah, officially inaugurated the Watch and Jewellery Show, which has witnessed the participation of over 70 exhibitors from India, their largest presence so far, followed by Hong Kong and then Italy. Although consumer confidence is relatively weak and tourist flow is not at its peak, especially from Russia and China, organisers attending the show stress that there is still a lot of demand for luxury and handcrafted jewellery items, while stating that the Middle East is still the best place for luxury business. Despite weak oil prices and a drop in sales, officials stated that the five-day trade show witnessed an increase in the volume and quality of gold pieces, jewellery and watches, and they expect the number of visitors to the show to reach 61,000, recording a 15% increase from the previous edition. While claiming that no country produces jewellery like Italy, the Italian luxury jewellery this year is represented by 28 top Italian companies, including some of the most revered Italian goldsmiths and manufacturers, with an endless variety of hand or machine-made masterpieces for Arab customers. More than 500 exhibitors from 20 countries are showcasing some of their most prestigious watches and jewellery brands.
We've always been present here at Watch and Jewelry Show in Sharjah because it's one of the major platforms for jewelry of high-level quality in the Middle East. So we are here with 28 Italian companies. These are top-level producers of high-end handmade jewelry, and we're very proud to be here also this year and to present to the general public, all the Middle East consumers, the best examples of Italian jewelry. Of course, Arab consumers are a little bit different from some other parts of the world, and these jewelry makers are really consistent with the taste of Arab women and Arab consumers at large. That's why they're here, and most of them they have been here for years in this platform, because it is indeed one of the best promotional tool to showcase the best examples of top-level jewelry.
This is the 42nd edition of the show, and it happens twice a year. We have around 500 exhibitors from 20 countries, and our biggest exhibitor is India. Every year we see changes and more surprises. You know, Sharjah got us used to seeing all these surprises that happens in Expo, and especially in the watch and jewelry event. It's the biggest in the Middle East, and this year there's a lot of activities happening. There's a raffle draw to win a BMW and much, much more. I really urge people to come and see what's happening at the event.
And finally, looking to other news now, Qatar's Nasser Al-Attiyah extended his advantage in the car category to 1 hour, 46 minutes and 3 seconds after the fourth 250-kilometre selective section of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge on Wednesday. While the cars category will likely leave few surprises running into the finish, the scene is set for a dramatic showdown in the motorcycle category over the closing stage today. Victory on stage 4 fell to the Monster Energy Honda team rider Kevin Benavides, but the Argentinian lost his chance of taking the win with clutch issues on day 3. And a fascinating five-way battle is in prospect over the closing kilometres between overnight leader Paulo Gonçalves, Austrian Matthias Walkner, Pierre-Alexandre René and Sam Sunderland, as well as Pablo Quintanilla. Gonçalves holds an advantage of 33.8 seconds over the Austrian, but both Sunderland and Quintanilla have favourable starting positions for the final day. Nasser Al-Attiyah and French co-driver Mathieu Baumel-Qatari are in cruise control in the cars and won the stage from the local driver Khaled Al-Jalfla by 22 minutes and 41 seconds. Sheikh Khaled Al-Qasimi's debut in the new Abu Dhabi Racing Peugeot 3008 DKR ground to a halt when the PH sports car sustained a broken drive shaft before PC2 and the Emirati lost considerable time and any chance of pushing for the win. Today sees the final leg of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge and is a shorter stage of 219 kilometres, finishing back to the Yas Marina circuit over in Abu Dhabi.
Today I do what I can. I arrive with the guy start in front of me. Pella start behind me, catch me. So now I'm in front overall. This is, of course, is a really good thing for us, for Monster Energy on the team. But also I know tomorrow I start in front of others again. So they have an opportunity to take me back time again. But I will try to push to stay fast as possible, to try ending the race like I'm now on the first. I know it's so difficult, but we have a race in front, and let's go ahead.
There is two different parts in this stage. The first 120k, really boring for the co-driver because there is nothing to do. It's just straight ahead, no information to give to Nasser, so it was a little bit boring. But after that, we came into the dune, the sandy dune parts, and this is first enjoyable because it's nice to be watching the drive of Nasser, but also because I have a lot of more job to do to take the good direction.
Thank God with the weather. You can't control it, but it's amazing how it dropped 11 to 12 degrees. Nobody expected it. I mean, yesterday was so cold that you had some of the people had to have a jacket. You know, that is a blessing to us. Today, we didn't have that major issue. We had an issue with Khalid, only with mechanical, with his buggy, and then he finished. But tomorrow also, I'm always worried that, you know, the excitement of going back, oh, it's nothing, it's so easy. That's when you make a mistake as a driver or as a rider. So hopefully they make more sense tomorrow as the drivers and make it not easy for us, but easier.